So yeah, we really raced through the last season. So I'm back again. We've done season 3 here at Belenenses. I nearly forgot what the team was. Let's head in and see what happened. I mean, spoiler alert. It was a shocker, but we'll get into it. We'll get into what happened. So yeah, welcome back to the Henry FM _ YouTube channel. I really sort of mumbled that, but I hope you find you well. We're still carrying on with the Belenenses save. Yes, miracle, it's still happening. I haven't started a new save yet, although part of me wish I never started the save in the first place after what I'm about to show you. So yeah, as you can see, I should probably explain how this league works. So there's 2 stages. You have the first half where you have 2 groups of 12. The top 4 go into promotion group, and the bottom 8 go into the relegation things. But we don't need to worry about that because we won our group. It's a bit of a spoiler what happens next, you can see. But yeah, 58 points, 22 games. We lost 2. We looked very, very good. Some games tighter than others, but I was still pretty happy with it. The problem is what happens next. We've done it. It's happened again. Whatever it is, the first season in a new division happened in the first season. Technically, we just bottled playoffs. Everything went wrong. I couldn't win a game. Everything just didn't. Nothing worked. Nothing worked at all. I mean, it's absurd. The thing is, this time, like first season, I had a lot of players who didn't like big matches. This time, all my players, none of them, I think maybe 1 or 2 of them didn't like big matches. Most of them were all right with big matches. They were quite happy with them, but we just threw it away. I mean, I guess it means that season 2 we have second season syndrome, but in a good way. Hopefully that means second season we actually go up. If we don't, that's kind of embarrassing and kind of sad. But yeah, I'll also show you the cup run. Yeah, big cup run. Not we beat Chavez, Benfica CB, Gondomar, then got knocked out by Belenenses, who were in the same tier as us. We took them to extra time and then just crumbled. I'm not going to show you the highlights, partly because it's effort, partly because I don't want to live through that extra time against Belenenses again. It was horrible. But to distract myself, I'll go through, so we made some interesting sales, so I'll just go through those quickly before we focus on some of the signings and what happened with them. Yeah, Ricardo Carvalho left. He got an offer from Mobieta, who were in the second tier of Spain. I've declined it, said, can you please stay? He went, no, I refuse. So I just went, okay, bye. We got 35 grand for him. It doesn't mean anything. I will show you the finances and I will show you what's happened. As you can see, also, we're in September. I forgot to save this at the end of this season. So you'll have some spoilers over the goals and assists for those players that we've brought in that are still here. Spoiler, I mean, if you haven't already, I don't know why I haven't plugged it yet. The Twitch link, it's down there, I think. You should also probably like the video, sub, and comment as well. Comment, haha, you bottled it again. Interesting to see how many of you do that. If you do, it kind of makes me sad because it's insulting. Anyway, remember this guy? Remember that I really liked him and I was really looking forward to using him? Yeah, he barely played and we sold him for a few £1,000s. I mean, we sold a few Deadwood players in sort of January window. None really to like go on about, but I just thought I'd point out that a player I was so excited to use barely played for us, then was sold for a car, pretty much. But yeah, signings wise though, there are some interesting ones. We start off with this player I actually spent money on. Rui Pedro, he cost me £7,000. I know, absurd. But ignoring his consistency and his very one-footedness and his determination, he's a very good player. He saved us, really, last season. But I think we had a month without him. We were awful. Luckily, it wasn't in the promotion section, but we were so bad without him. We desperately needed him. He is pretty much becoming one of the staples of our team. If he was consistent, it would be perfect. I mean, you can look in the form down at the bottom. His inconsistencies. Sometimes he'll show up and score a hat-trick. Sometimes he'll forget where the net is. I mean, last season, look at it. 31 games in all competitions, 21 goals. He was very, very good. I mean, I think he was one of the top scorers in the league. And he got a few assists as well. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy with him for a purchase. Not one I'm going to go into detail with, but one that is... I feel like it's an example of, you'll see it when we finish this season, versatility we've got. Miguel Nobrega can play centre-back, CDM, centre-mid. He can do it all. He does it pretty well. I'm quite happy with him. Again, we had Collins on loan, so we didn't necessarily need him as that ball winner, but a very solid squad player that I picked up on a free and I was very happy with. We brought in a left-back, this time a good left-back that's homegrown. Enrique Gomez, very solid. Again, good enough for the league above, which is kind of sad considering that we're not in the league above. We're still in the 3rd tier, but hey ho, maybe this season we can do it. Maybe not the quickest, but we can get away with that. He produces the goods. Again, it's free. He's not costing a fortune. A good pickup. And as you can see, no, not a ton of assists from the left-hand side. Maybe not to the same level as Amilcar Silva, but that was in the 4th tier. We're going up a step in quality. Still getting good ratings, which is the important thing for me. I don't know where to get started about this man. As you can see, he's not here at the moment. We tried to loan him again for season 4. He was having none of it. Miguel Constantinescu doesn't have a face. It's not in the face pack I've got. Just an incredible player. A player who is probably at a level where we can be pushing for Benfica's first team. I don't know how we got him on loan. I don't know. I'm not surprised he didn't want to come back, but I'm very happy with him. He was we're paying him £1,000 a week. It was very much worth it, consistent, homegrown. And as you'll see in a minute, he very much produced for us. Yeah. Playing in, not inside forward, inverted winger, 12 goals, 5 assists in the league, 7.17 average rating. Very, very handy little player to have in on loan. It's a shame we couldn't get him back. Another good free signing we got in, left winger Ricardinho. Solid, not spectacular, solid, does a job. Again, good enough for the 2nd tier, which is just ridiculous considering we're in the 3rd tier and couldn't get promoted. It's going to be a common theme of this video and of me at the moment still fuming about how we couldn't get promoted. But yeah, another solid little pickup. Again, good season, 7 goals, 4 assists in the league from the wing, 7 average rating. Again, nothing to worry about in terms of performances. Now, I mean, as you can see, he's not here anymore. A bit of an interesting one. I spent 60 grand on Branimir Kalajdzic, I think that's how you say it, from Benfica. Purely, I think I looked at the fact that he's 6'5", he could jump and he could head, and that was about it. He was solid, if not spectacular. I paid him 3 grand a week. And I wonder why my finances were especially terrible last year. We have pretty much cut, I think, we've gone from about 30 grand a week to spending about 20 now, which is pretty good, but a good player, but not worth it. We got only half of what we paid for him back as well. We'll move on from that. An unexpected signing next, one that I didn't anticipate on getting in, Oscar Bob, former City youngster, as you may recognise, just a quick, pacey, dribbly boy. And actually starting for us now, as you can see so far this season, 3 goals, 2 assists. Wasn't used much last year because of Constantinescu. Probably would have stayed the same as this year if he'd have stayed from his loan period. I forgot to mention, he was also on the next gen, playing in the 3rd tier of Portugal. absurd. But yeah, one for the future, hoping he can develop, because if so, he could be a staple of this team. Not much to say about Gilles Pfeiffer, except he's from Luxembourg. That's why I signed him. I signed him purely because he's from Luxembourg. And if you have a problem with that, then I have a problem with you. This was me panicking because I thought I needed a goalkeeper. So I bought in Caillou from on free, paid him over $1,000 a week. He was rubbish, just like all goalkeepers seem to be in this patch. Yeah, I will keep complaining about it to my deathbed. But instead, we're sticking with Zhao because I'm just a bit stupid sometimes. Speaking of some of the first team players, we're checking on them right now. So yeah, as I was going on about, Zhao Fiaoho starts for the under 21s. Apparently good enough for the first tier. And I mean, you look at his progress graph, the man is getting better and better. He's still only 17. He's not even 18 yet. He is going to be a superstar. He might not be for us though, because he has got a release fee, which is a problem. But for now, he's our star goalkeeper and he will remain our star goalkeeper. We need to get promoted this season, otherwise we risk losing a player of his quality. Yes, Miguel Bandara is still here, and yes, he is still tearing it up. He's not the quickest, but by God, he's just very good. He looks okay on paper, but he just performs. I don't know what it is. He just performs so well for us. And the last one I'll show is Diogo Bianchi. He's still good. Maybe the kind of player that we could improve on, but I can't because I don't have the money and I don't have the ability to, because we're in the third tier. I should probably make a better tactic, but you know, I'm not that good at this game. We'll quickly run over the tactics. I can't remember if I ever showed it, but we'll run over it quickly. We are still sticking with the 4-3-3. I did originally have this with players picked, but I didn't want to spoil any signings we made for this season. If you want to see who we signed, Twitch, it's below in the description thing. But yeah, we're still playing with the 4-3-3. I've changed from a box to box to a centre midfield support because I feel like centre midfield support, I feel like I just need to change a few little bits here and there. But I mean, I'm happy with the tactic. Sometimes it doesn't work. So we've got some backup plans in case it doesn't work. My tactic for when we're playing against a team and being dominated, or a team who are going to be better than us, is a 5-back, a 5-2-3. It's different. Have we got the players for it? Maybe not. But if it's for 1 game, 2 games, something like that, it's something we can do. I also just thought, I got told 4-4-2 is good, so I just threw in a 4-4-2. Just, you never know. I've got a big man I can throw up front, I think, somewhere. I've got wingers, I've got midfielders, I've got everyone that can really do this role, but it's just sort of there. You never know. I've just got backup plans, you know, just in case things go wrong, because knowing me, they probably will. Speaking of things going wrong, finances nearly 2 million in the red still. As you can see, board injections keep us afloat. The weirdest thing is we somehow managed to pass the board objective of like repairing financial damage, even though we're hemorrhaging cash still. They took my wage budget down from about 35 grand to 24.5. As you can see, I'm not even spending 20k. I've very much cut a lot of players. Like a lot of the players you'll know probably, or might not know, just a bit part players. They're probably not here anymore because we had to cut the squad down. Otherwise, yeah, we were just hemorrhaging money. And I got rid of staff I didn't need, because do I need a recruitment analyst in the third tier? I've got a Twitch chat. They can be my analysts. Maybe they're not experts at the Portuguese third tier. Sorry, but yeah, I mean, the recruitment analysts weren't that much better either. One of our good players who came through the youth intake was this guy, Ronaldo Diogo. Is he going to be quite like Ronaldo? Maybe, maybe not. He's driven. He's got great personality, great determination. His technicals and mentals leave a lot to be desired. But he's only 15. The man will get better. And if he does get better, I think we could have a special little player on our hands with that potential that is, of course, potentially going to be first team standard. So there's a chance. The star from this intake was Sergio Chad. He will be renamed at some point, probably. Yes, he's fickle. He's in the first team. I'm going to get him. I'm going to get that fickle personality out of him. He has everything to be a box-to-box in my eyes, and he's 16. He will get better. 16 stamina already. I mean, I'm seeing down arrows. Let's not get worried. We'll just shh. So yeah, club vision for this season. Where they want us to play defensively solid football. Maybe we can do that. Of course, we're working with our wage budget. Have to. Develop best use system in the country. Can't do that when I'm hemorrhaging cash. But yeah, I should point out, yes, repair the club's financial damage past, but we are very disappointed with your role in working to improve the club's financial situation. So I don't get it. Am I doing it well? Am I not doing it well? Which one is it? At the moment, in my eyes, I've passed it. I've done well. Of course, in the league, reach promotion stage, I want to be getting promoted. I need to be promoted this season. Otherwise, we run the risk of just becoming stagnant and not growing and losing our best players. And it just becomes a cycle. Reach the fourth round of the cup. That should be all right. If not, hopefully we'll develop that instead with the league. I mean, develop players using the club youth system. I'm putting a lot of focus on our youth players. I mean, Fialho's our starting goalkeeper. Nerdio, one of our centre mids that came through. I'm trying to get him sort of in and around the first team. I'm trying to get those youth players involved when I can. It can't be all the time because I've still got to have them in the back of my mind. Promotion is the priority. If it gets to a point where it did last season, where I start walking it, I might start playing a few more youth players here and there, because the problem is with the promotion stage is, it got pointed out to me the other day, it's because they walk the promotion stage, they then go, we'll be fine, and they think they're going to coast it through the next stage, which I don't even know what I've been talking about, but I think they're going to coast to the next stage. They don't, and morale just goes in the bin. And as you know, once morale starts going in the bin, you can't rescue it. I mean, the first thing I did in my stream, when I streamed the last few games, I had the worst team meeting possible and butchered it all. It was not good. But yes, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Just again, another one of those little recaps. Hopefully these aren't too long. I know the last one's like 16 minutes. Hopefully this one's a bit shorter than that. It didn't help that I put in all the Twitch clips from the cup run we went on, but I had to show you that. But yeah, if you've enjoyed the video, thumbs up, give it a thumbs up. Sub to the channel, comment something, comment what I said earlier. You bottled it. Just abuse me about my bottling ability, I guess. I'm used to it. If you want to come watch the save live, down in the description and also on the screen, maybe, hopefully. I should be live this week, if we're talking about the week I'm actually releasing the video. The normal 4 nights. Again, for those who don't know, I usually stream Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday nights, and then Thursday sort of afternoon/evening. For the moment, things might change, it depends. It works really well around my work, so that's kind of how I stick with it. But yeah, that is everything, and hopefully I will see you on the Twitch channel or here sometime soon. But yeah, awkward outro done, and I'm gonna wave and say goodbye.